Shiba Inu coin price action has been all but exciting lately, but we've got some good news as analysts are predicting a potential breakout. Now, one of the best things that we can do, not ignore the fear, but face it head on. Right now, the overall market is getting bombarded by the amount of fear that is taking place. Fear that is causing people not only to sell, but fear that is causing people not to buy. And if we can get over that, if we can look at what is happening, understand it logically, well, all of the uncertainty, all of the doubt, everything that leads to fear, all of a sudden dries up. Now, we have got a very big day today as inflation data is going to be discussed and interest rates are going to be determined by the Federal Reserve. Now, Jerome Powell is going to be speaking later, and we don't know how it's going to play out, but I would imagine it's going to lead to volatility. So we're going to talk about a path forward for Shiba Inu coin, and if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay, and we're going to jump right into this in a second here. But I do want to say, and this article couldn't be talking about it any better, Shiba Inu coin is facing a very tough time, knowing that it's been beaten down in price. But Dogs AI may have even better potential. Now, I'll say this. Do I think that Dogs AI is going to outpace in terms of market cap? No. But I do think that Dogs AI, being a very high-risk, high-reward play, could create better capital gains. Now, of course, anytime you have a high-risk, high-reward play, you have to offset that risk, and you have to know what you're getting into. So Dogs AI is building an AI infrastructure where you can use trading bots, trading signals, and so on that artificial intelligence cooks up. Now, artificial intelligence does one very important thing. It ignores emotion. And if retail investors could do that, retail investors would be filthy rich. Now, if you're interested in buying Dogs AI, we'll talk a little bit more about it throughout the article there and jump into it in a second. All you got to do is click that link in the description below, and then you're going to connect your wallet. Choose how you want to connect your wallet. I like to use Wallet Connect, scan the QR code with the wallet on my phone, and then you just determine how much you want to buy. So let's say that you want to grab 300 USDT worth. You're going to be walking away with nearly 87,000 Dogs AI tokens. And get this, guys. The next price increase is going to take it to 0.4 cents from the current 0.34 cents, which is roughly a 20% gain. Guys, if you can sit on a 20% gain, there's going to be more gains before this token even launches. So a lot of people are going to be making a lot of money, padding their portfolios on launch day, lessening the risk so that they don't have to worry about selling and breaking even and all of that. Dogs AI, like I said, is building an AI infrastructure so that you've got trading bots, trading signals, and so on. But the best part is it is getting a lot of attention, and especially a lot of attention in the Shiba Inu coin community. But let's go over Shiba Inu coin real quick. It says Shiba Inu coin price predictions for 2025 on a quarterly breakdown. Now, quarter one, January through March, I would agree with this wholeheartedly. This is a very rough start. It says, Bitcoin's historical data suggests that quarter one tends to be volatile. In 2025, Bitcoin is already down 10% during the fourth quarter, a worrying sign for the Shiba Inu coin network. Shiba Inu coin price predictions for March of 2025 show a minimum of 1206, which is roughly where we are right now, and a maximum of 2873 with an ROI of 117%. Current price of Shiba Inu coin, it will likely fluctuate as the market adjusts in early 2025. Now, the second quarter, Shiba Inu coin can be trading for April, May, and June. And check this out. Roughly a minimum price, 1095, 1083, 1095, with maximum price increases to 1277, 1269, and 1276. This is very stagnant, okay? And this really tends to go into the sell in May and go away type of a slogan that a lot of people have. Now, as they come back at the end of summer, all of their beautiful summer vacations end, we could see a very nice rebound. July through September is expected to be the big move, and then analysts are wondering whether there's going to be continued growth or a pullback. July, August, September, you've got potential ROIs, guys, 325 and 319%. Now, this is incredible. right? And then it goes on October, November, December, 198, 128, and 120%. So what I'm seeing here, as these analysts are predicting, is overall gains throughout the year. Absolutely. We may have a little bit of a bounce towards the end of March here, a pullback through May, through the summer, and then a rise towards the end of the year. That coincides perfectly. And I don't know if that's what these analysts are doing, but that coincides perfectly with the price action that we saw in 2021. We had a very, not just in Shiba Inu coin, but I'll use Shiba Inu coin for example. In May of 2021, Shiba Inu coin rallied up to 3,500 points per coin, and it fell all the way back down to 500 points per coin. Everybody thought it was over, everybody thought it was dead, and then boom! It was like a 1 week period. Shiba Inu coin broke out, essentially over 10x increase from the lows, but 10x increased during the time that it really started to move, and hit 8,800 points per coin in a very brief period. Why? Retail excitement. Guys, this market is explosive, and I don't know what tomorrow brings, but I do know that when retail investors get inspired, they buy, and they buy like crazy. So yes, Shiba Inu coin and the rest of the market are pulling back right now in March. Yes, they may consolidate over the next couple of months. But yes, very similarly to 2021, we could see massive increases, not just in Shiba Inu coin, but in the overall cryptocurrency market. And if that does happen, tokens like Dogs AI could soar as well. Now, you got to keep this in mind. There are plenty of places that you guys can go out there, grab cryptocurrency. One of the centralized exchanges that I'm accumulating on is the KSEX exchange. KSEX allows you guys to trade Shiba Inu coin on up to 100x leverage, which means that if you guys hit a 1% increase on 100x leverage, you're doubling your money. Of course, be very careful, because if you hit a 1% decrease in Shiba Inu coin, you're going to get margin called and liquidated on that trade right there. So please understand that. If you are looking for a place that you guys can hold cryptocurrency and you don't want to do it on a centralized exchange, centralized exchanges like KSEX are great for trading, and they've definitely got the best selection of crypto that I have seen in the United States. You want to click that link down there just to see the ones they have available. But if you're looking for a place to hold, Best Wallet could be one of the best places to hold cryptocurrency. You got a link for that down in the description as well. They're adding new blockchains all the time. Bitcoin was just added, so if you guys want to go out and grab some Bitcoin on this major dip, you can absolutely do it. Obviously, you can grab Shiba Inu coin. You can buy, sell, trade, swap, all of that, and it is a free download. These guys are competing with the likes of Coinbase, Trust Wallet, and MetaMask, and you're seeing they've got higher ratings and reviews than some of the top-rated apps out there. So make sure, click that link, download them, see what they're all about, and don't forget, well, until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.